I always like kind of smirk after I say it because I look at you and you are trying so hard not to laugh.
I
know. Oh, fuck. Okay. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and action.
Give yourself a drink and some snacks to start chilling with Ken and Cosmo. You are now listening to Tune In and Chill.
Hey everybody, this is Ken.
And my name is Cosmo. Thank you guys so much for tuning in with us at Tune In and Chill. Today, we've got some exciting news for everyone. I know with our last episode, we did talk about heading a new direction, and we just wanted to do a quick clarification on that. Well, I did mention in the last episode that we wanted to focus on trends after some, deep thought. Ken and I were thinking about this, and I think we pretty much locked ourselves. We pushed ourselves against the wall, and we pretty much realized that for the most part, especially in these current times, a lot of the same stuff is trending over and over again. It's going to be the politics. It's going to be COVID, and your guys' news feeds are already just blown up with that already. And instead of just rehashing the same things over and over again, Ken and I pretty much went back to the drawing board. And while we still want to do trends, we were thinking of, trying to add some more positivity into everyone's lives instead of hearing the same, doom and gloom and everything over and over again. So the one thing that we're going to be working towards in future episodes of Tune In and Chill is being able to create new friendships and connections with other people around the world. So not just me and Ken. We're working on just going expanding our horizons there and trying to bring some more positivity into each episode.
Well said.
I think that
was very well said. So basically, this is our last episode for season 1. And we're going to begin season 2 with hopefully getting enough connections around the world with different strangers, in a sense. And hopefully we can make some friends out of it. Hopefully we get to see some interesting characters, maybe some hidden talents. We don't know what to expect from season 2, actually. So we will basically contact as many people as we can, and hopefully we can make a great season 2. And maybe you could be one that can join us in our podcast. But as far as today and this episode, we want to just kind of go over current events. And also, these are actually trending topics right now. And I think a lot of people are either research this or have it in their news feed. And we just want to, tell you our thoughts on some of the news that's come out. Speaking of news, the first one that we have is we got Cyberpunk delay. So I'm not familiar with Cyberpunk delay.
Yeah.
So if you can enlighten me what this is, hopefully not make me feel so dumb.
No, it's okay. That's okay. So Cyberpunk 2077 is a new video game that was supposed to be coming out November 19th, 2020 for the PlayStation 4, PC, Xbox One. And it's had some numerous delays over the years. Now, delaying a game is no problem, right? You just, developers go, you know what? We're a little bit behind schedule. Here's a delay. But the reason why this is trending and the reason why everyone's up in arms about it in the gamer community is literally just last week or just 2 weeks ago, they're like, we've gone gold. The game is playable from start to finish. And they posted that on their Twitter. And everyone's like, yes, finally. And then they're like, no more delays. 100%. We are going to be delivering November 19th. They went out and they got these giant billboards made. I haven't seen them here in Vancouver, BC. But apparently in London, there's full buses with, Cyberpunk advertisement. And it's got the November 19th. There is a full-on marketing push for this date. And
wow,
funny enough, the day before they announced it, somebody asked for clarification. So no more delays or something along the lines of that. And they're like, yeah, we're full steam ahead, November 19th. And then on the morning of, I believe it was October 27th, and Twitter, everyone opened up their Twitter feeds and they saw this giant yellow wall of text pretty much explaining that they regret to inform everybody there is another delay. And it has been delayed by 21 days. And
what the fuck?
They pretty much explain that even though the game's gone gold, it doesn't mean the game is actually finished. So according to them, going gold just simply means that you can play the game from start to finish, and that like all the content's in there. So people they're saying that there's an issue with the next gen consoles. So people are thinking this has to be a major bug. Like there has to be something so bad, there's something so wrong with the game in its current form that you would delay the game by 21 days, because you've spent millions and millions of dollars advertising November 19th. Your social media accounts are saying no more delays, 100% full steam ahead. And typically what a developer would do is, okay, if there is something wrong with the game or something needs to be adjusted, it's called a day zero patch. So the game's finished, but they know when they deliver that there's still going to be some fixes. So on that date, when it ships, there's going to be a big update that fixes all of that. So people are thinking that the game is, or there's something so wrong with it that they can't ship. And some people are saying that it could be it could be just one version of the game, but the developers are obligated to make sure that the game delivers on all platforms at the same time. So they can't just do one platform and then delay the other ones by a few weeks, because that would, break their contract. So,
right.
And I don't think that was an easy decision to do by delaying that game by 21 days. And a lot of people are worried that 21 days may not even be enough. The game is already over. Is it a year and 9 months overdue, or 9 months over? Like it's a ways overdue from the initial date. It's a pretty ambitious project though, and there's a lot of people that really want to play this game.
Okay, but what's this hype about the game? Like, is it what kind of game is it? First of all,
it's a role playing. It's an RPG. So it's it's a role. Have you ever heard of The Witcher by any chance?
Yeah.
So it's made by the same people, CD Projekt Red. So they're the developers. So they've pretty much created this new futuristic world. That's what it's called, 2077 or Cyberpunk 2077, because it's based in that year, from my understanding. So it's in the future. It's got that cyberpunk vibe, and it's supposed to be, this big world, this big city that you can explore with missions. And
kind of sounds like that movie,
Blade Runner.
Yeah,
it's 100%. It's got
also
Blade Runner vibes.
Blade Runner and Ready Player One.
Yeah.
No, definitely. Okay, so it's a big deal, but like, to be honest, if it was like a year and 9 months, that sounds like a really bad Kickstarter project. Like, it's like when a Kickstarter project goes wrong, you'll have like this huge delay. But man, if it was on that, everyone would be complaining. Like, I don't know.
But the issue isn't so much like just the delays. It's just the fact that you said, or the game's gone gold and there will be no further delays. Like, all they had to say was, you know what, we're projecting this date and hopefully we're done. And then a few weeks before release, they can be like, okay, guys, we're done. We're rock solid. Which is why people, they're upset that they have to wait a little longer. But the majority of gamers would rather wait and have a polished game that they can play on day one, versus a game that's completely broken, filled with glitches, missing stuff, and it just ruins your experience when you're playing it.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, it's kind of like false promises, right? Like,
yeah,
it's very like you gave so much people hope that it's going to come out before Christmas. Is it still coming out before Christmas? We don't know.
it's delayed to December 10th now, I believe. That's the date it's supposed to come out. So we'll see what happens.
Oh, I don't know.
And
That's tight.
the other issues, and I feel bad for the developers, is they're receiving death threats. Like that's pretty hostile.
These gamers, they're serious business.
Don't get me wrong, I want to play the game too, man, but we don't need to go shouting death threats. That's a little too far.
Yeah, no one deserves that. I mean, hopefully it lives up to the hype, though. I mean,
they've built a lot of hype, so yeah, I hope so too.
I would be disappointed for the gamers. I mean, I don't play that much games myself, so I mean, this doesn't really bother me too much, but I could see how it would bother someone if they're really into it, and especially when a company's been hyping it up so much. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's sad.
It's been years in the making.
Speaking of like games and tech, Techtober seems to be like huge in terms of like, I never knew this was a thing where technology gets announced like with every October there's like camera gear and all these type of gears coming out. I don't know if you noticed, but I've went on like YouTube and it's like review after review after review of new stuff, right? And then speaking of new stuff, there's going to be we hope that there's another Apple event coming.
That's the rumor. That's the big rumor.
Yeah, so we have some rumors around the date of November 17th that they're supposed to maybe hold an Apple event, and that Apple event is hopefully more about the new ARM processors for the Silicon laptops.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if they're going to talk about the iMac of next year. Probably not, but we'll see. And then there's rumors of the AirPod Studio that may be talked about. And there's a lot of like circulating renders of that AirPod Studios.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you've seen them.
I haven't seen it, no.
It looks pretty sleek. And I was watching Unbox Therapy with Lou Later. He has his like Lou Later show, and that's basically his podcast. And I was listening to him, and he was saying that, you know, there's speculations where the Beats brand, which got bought out from Monster by Apple, and they are thinking that Beats might be the budget brand now for Apple.
Oh,
and
okay.
Apple Pro, like Apple AirPods, whether it's the wireless one or the Studios that's coming out, is going to be their high-end model. The reason why some people have this speculation is because they just had like a big price drop on the Beats X, I believe it's called. And it's one of their kind of like wireless Bluetooth. It's the one with the string that's still attached.
Okay,
like that goes around your neck.
I was trying to picture it. I'm like, Beats X, that sounds like the ones. Yeah.
Yeah, so they had apparently a big price drop on those, and now it's like under $100 or whatever like that.
That's not bad.
But I think they're trying to push these headphones down further, even with the Beats Studios, and I think they're just going to push it down to maybe under $200 for these Beats brands. And then they're going to push these the Apple Studios, which is rumored to be around $600 US. So premium price range. I wouldn't be surprised if they almost put it at like $1,000, but you know, Apple being Apple, you never know. Their prices, like the thing is, like they've got this, like, I don't know, they've got a group of people already that's willing to buy just because it's Apple.
But a part of that is because their marketing team are just pure genius. Like I'm not even kidding you, man. They could sell me a rock, slap that Apple logo on there, and they'd be like, "This rock is magical, revolutionary. Holds your paper on your desk," and I would probably buy it.
Yeah,
like everything they've done to create that brand just makes you want it.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm
From
guilty
like
of
the
it, like-
advertising.
And
From the advertising to all the way to like the actual just the presentation of the box, unboxing experience. It's like crazy.
And then the final nail in the coffin is the quality of the product. Like you can feel it in your hands. Like you're looking at those MacBook Pros and you're looking at them like, yeah, they're expensive, but they feel and look so nice. Does it justify the price tag? I don't know, but it still looks nice, and that's what people will pay for, and feels good.
Speaking of justifying the price, you know how the new iMac released for the Intel version for 2020?
Mhm.
And then I was watching a lot of people's reviews on it, and a lot of people bought the maxed out version, 128 gigs of RAM, and they got the top of the line graphics card and everything, and then they were testing it out, especially for video editing and the industry that we're in. And they've actually tested it against the Mac Pro and then the iMac Pro. And the benchmark was actually surpassing a $20,000 Mac Pro.
That's crazy.
And it's like compared to it is a fraction of the cost. Like it's almost half the price, if not like more, at a maxed out. I think it's like $7,000 US for the maxed out iMac.
That's still a lot.
But then, you're looking at spending a $20,000 to $25,000 for a Mac Pro, and you are getting better performance. Of course, Mac Pro, I think you can go up to like, I don't know, like close to $50,000, $60,000. Oh, it's just like, oh my God. I didn't even know that the price was actually that high on these things until I actually went into the store and started adding stuff. And I was like, why is this thing worth like, a Tesla? Like it's crazy.
It is.
I don't know.
It's a lot of money.
Yeah. But speaking of, I saw some iMac new ARM silicon prototype designs online.
Oh, okay.
Again, don't know if it's the true design yet, obviously. But apparently, rumor has it that the new iMac is supposed to come out with a 24-inch and a 32-inch.
So they're gonna skip the 27.
Yeah. So they're gonna just make a smaller version, and then they're making a bigger version.
Okay.
Which I don't know if I question that or not, but obviously people like the 32-inch. They like bigger.
So to be fair, a lot of people when they're looking at like 4K monitors, they'll look at 27 and 32, and most people say if you can do it, make the jump to 32. So that's probably why they're doing that.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. But basically, I saw the design, and I was actually talking to you about maybe purchasing the iMac, right?
Mhm.
And I was like, should I make the jump? And then I'm watching all these like YouTube videos recently. The past week, people are doing these YouTube videos of the new iMac and whether it's worth it to buy and blah, 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 blah. And then a lot of them just use it for video editing because a lot of them are YouTubers, right? And they're shooting in 4K. And it's actually surprising to see how many YouTubers that are not in the photography and videography industry that is actually using 4K footage for their YouTube channel. But quality is among the better things. But basically, they were saying that don't really buy it if you think that you need to spend the money to get a little bit better, because they're saying that there's still kind of delays even if you put on like Canon footage for the R5. No way, it can't handle it. Like 4K 120, even 4K 120, it still lags in the timeline. So they're saying that, but argumentatively is actually they didn't do the actual full thing because it was a lot of people only upgraded up to 64 gigabytes of RAM. So they didn't go to the extra 120. And some of them didn't upgrade to the full graphics card. And then their argument was, oh, you don't need to, because the graphics card, I think it's like the 5700, was actually good enough. And then so I was like, okay, whatever. But I was just kind of wondering where there's an argument of whether if you did upgrade to 128 gigs of RAM, would that help? So that's where I don't like. If I was to get the iMac, I would max everything out, minus like the storage, the SSD. I might like cheap out on that, but otherwise, yeah, like I would probably max everything out. So, but anyways, the design of this is they're trying to apparently go for bezel-less design.
Oh, okay.
So basically, if you take your MacBook, not MacBook, if you take your iPad Pro and you blew it up to 32 inches, that's exactly what the new iMac prototype looks like for now.
Okay. That looks pretty cool. Well, I mean, I think that looked cool.
Yeah, it looked cool. And then some people are speculating that it might have touch capability, but they're not 100% sure yet. But bezel-less design is something that has been kind of code word confirmed by the manufacturers in China.
Interesting.
So it's in development right now. That's all they can say. So yeah.
Well, we should definitely hear something soon about it. Apple apparently started inviting developers this morning to sign up to have one-on-one sessions with developers on getting their apps ready to work on Apple Silicon. And they're hosting these events on November 4th and 5th. So hopefully they're guessing probably mid-November. On probably November 17th, there'll be some type of announcement.
Yeah, that sounds about right, the time frame.
And the November 17th date lines up with what Apple actually said at their developer conference way back in June or July, where they said by the end of the year, they wanted to have the first Apple Silicon Macs out. So timing does seem to line up. So hopefully everything pans out.
Yeah, and I think with the MacBook Pros, they are actually confident that they will release. They would say it at the November 17th event, if there's an event that's happening, and then it will be released in the first, actually like the first couple months, if not January or February of 2021, that the new MacBook Pros will be released. And they have actually, I think they've actually confirmed that they're going to come out with the bigger version first, which is the 16-inch MacBook Pro. Because everyone was hyping about the MacBook 12-inch laptop or 13 or whatever it was. It was a smaller version. But apparently they're saying that the 16-inch might come. And the only reason why people are speculating about this is Apple kind of released the leak themselves, which is surprising. But apparently people got this update on their laptops recently. And then the updates actually said that this, like whatever the update was, it says in brackets, this is for laptops of 2019 and 2020. So obviously there hasn't been any laptops released in 2020. Right? So they're speculating that it's going to be that of the new Silicon Macs. But again,
hopefully
we don't know, because Apple was saying that they're going to still release Intel based processing computers for 2 years. That gives them time to develop the ARM processor more and to be able to implement that into every single Mac product for the computer wise.
Yeah, and make it a nice smooth transition.
Yeah, 2 years. Yeah, I could see that happening. But I'll still probably buy the ARM version of the iMac when it comes out. Like I'm literally just gonna. I'm 100% just gonna get it, because I just know that it's gonna improve my workflow for myself. Like for a lot of people, it's overkill to buy, if they are just using it for office work. At that point, it's either you have the money or you just want to flex.
Mhm.
But yeah, that's my take on it. Oh, by the way, the iPhone 12, you
Mhm.
said you're not getting it, right?
No, I'm gonna wait. Well, I mean, I have the iPhone 11 Pro I got last year, so I'm gonna wait till next year, and hopefully it's the iPhone 13.
Mm. Yeah, apparently the iPhone 13 is supposed to have a completely new bezel-less design as well. So
That's, I mean,
we'll see.
there's so many rumors, and especially with COVID, things aren't making it. Things are making it. Who knows what's gonna happen?
Yeah. But the iPhone 12, the new MagSafe design that they have on the back,
Mhm.
that is actually rumored to have, and I'm not sure if it's a rumor or if it's confirmed, because people are kind of saying different things, but there's a hidden feature in it. And that
okay.
hidden feature is actually you can do a reverse wireless charging, which means you can take two devices and charge each other, which is basically what Samsung can do
Yeah.
with some of their phones.
Mhm.
But this is a hidden feature that no one knows about because it hasn't been activated by Apple. And apparently it can be activated with firmware updates.
So how did
So-
people find out about this?
I'm not sure 100% how they found out about it. I think what they did was they actually broke down, because there's been many people that actually took apart this iPhone already.
Oh, I see.
And then they just wanted to see what the MagSafe looks like. And then I think it was just the fact that they're, I don't know if it's like a function that they found or something like that. But yeah, someone found it and then it just went viral all over. And then I don't think Apple has confirmed it yet. That's why it's still in speculation. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see if it's true. We don't know. But yeah, so that's kind of like Apple's roundup that we have for you, because it seems like everything's about Apple these days. And then we have the lonely little PlayStation 5 that kind of came into some people's views as they watched their favorite YouTuber tech guys unveil the impressions.
PlayStation 5 hit that trending page real quick.
Yeah. So I don't know. So I think the first thing is that, I mean, you pre-ordered it.
Yeah.
Right?
So I've got pre-order in. Yeah. So after the PlayStation 5, announcement, conference they did, a few hours later, I started seeing online people are saying that you could pre-order. I remember trying to sign in on Best Buy's website and I forgot my login information. And I was like, damn, do I make a new account? Do I use the same one? And I was trying to enter my accounts and I was trying to reset my password and I never got my password to reset. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to make a new account. By the time I spent all that, it was sold out. So I started frantically searching and sold out everywhere. And then I remembered here in Canada, we got London Drugs. And sure enough, the pre-order thing was available. At cart, checkout. It went through. They took my money. So I'm hoping everything goes through. I don't know if we'll be able to get it day one on November 12th with everybody else. I really hope so. But it was sold out literally like an hour after I ordered it on London Drugs website as well. So
How much was it in Canadian dollars?
was it $629 plus tax, I think, for the disc version? Let me just double check that. I can't remember now.
Well, if that's true,
PS5.
then that's actually not that bad.
We're actually saving money because compared to the US price, yeah, it's $629. Instead of making it, because I think it's $5.99 US, so it should have been like $650-ish for us plus tax, but Sony made it $629.
Wow. Very generous of them.
Yeah, that was very generous.
But that's actually, I keep forgetting the actual prices of the previous, the previous PlayStations when they come out.
Mm-hmm.
But I think they're in the similar pricing range, no? Anywhere from 400 to 500 or something like that.
I can't remember 100%, but I think the PlayStation 4 was also $499 when it came out. But the PlayStation 3, I think, was more. I think it was around the $600 mark as well. I remember that one being really expensive.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so at least they're keeping that price range somewhat relatively in the same ballpark, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Because they could just be like Apple and start raising prices just because they can, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I remember when iPhones were nowhere near $1,000 for an
Yeah.
iPhone. And now it's just normal to have the base iPhone to be over $1,000. Like the base kind of like the pro model that everyone wants because it has a better camera, the better tech of everything. So
It's more than just a phone now.
yeah. And I'm actually very surprised with the design of the PS5 this time around because it's much larger than
Mhm.
any of the consoles out there.
Yep.
You know, it looks like a freaking like an obelisk. Like
It's
it's a
huge.
tower. What do you think of the design yourself in terms of like how they designed it, how it's bigger, how it's I don't know. It looks sleek. But yeah.
For me, I think it looks really futuristic. It looks pretty cool.
Mm.
So I was like, okay, this looks like, something right out of the future. Like I dig this. The size is pretty big. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. If I could, I'd like to have it standing up instead of horizontal. Just, I think it'd look cooler. But again, it's bigger than the PS3. And that took up a lot of space.
Mm.
So I do think that's going to be big, but I will be okay with it if they've managed to make this quiet, because the PlayStation 4 sounds like a jet is taking off when you're playing it.
Oh yeah.
And I'm not talking PS4 Pro. I'm talking like PS4, just, the original one when it came out. Like when I'm playing Call of Duty, it just sounds like it just sounds like a jet's about to take off. So I'm okay with them making it bigger to put all those giant heat sinks in there to keep it running cooler. I'm okay with that.
Yeah, and apparently that's like what we saw in the design is like one side of the console is like all grills for the heat
it's all
sink.
grill. Then you know
yeah.
no, I was just gonna say I really like the way they made the design look like a V for PlayStation 5.
I actually don't think I noticed that. Oh.
But you know what I'm more excited about? The controller. So,
oh yeah.
To be honest, I've always been a bigger fan of the Xbox controllers, just because they're just a little bit wider, a little bit bigger, and it's just easy. It just fits in my hand nicer. So from the looks of it, they've made the new Dual Sense, not Dual Shock, controller a little bit more like the Xbox one. And I don't know if you've seen, but Sony has sent out some PlayStation units to some top reviewers, and they've been playing around with it, and they've played some of the demos, and they are blown away by the new haptic feedback. And when Sony was throwing haptic feedback around, everyone's like, "Oh, it's just a gimmick. No one's going to use it." But from what we can see from all the reviewers, they're all blown away right now. So
what's the haptic feedback? Like, I just know haptic just means like something when you feel something. There's a reaction to when you feel something, right? Or when you do something. Yeah.
So currently right now in, like DualShock 3, or the current controller, it's got rumble. So like it'll just, the whole controller vibrates uniformly.
Mm-hmm.
But with this new one, with the DualSense one, the examples that they've been using are in the Astro's Playroom demo that'll be free with every PlayStation 5 that you get to try out. Like, let's say your character is running on sand, your controller, like there's like little like vibration points all over the controller, and you kind of feel him walking on sand. And then once he runs onto ice, you can feel it kind of like slipping.
Oh.
But there was a YouTuber I was watching earlier today, and I'll put the link in the below because I can't remember his name. But in the demo, they use how they have the little trackpad on the controller?
Yeah.
So there was this one part where you're pulling a zipper up, And he's literally using his finger, pulling the zipper up. And he said he can literally feel it zipping up because it's going like,
oh, really?
As if you're doing a zipper. And he was blown away by that.
Wow.
So
that's actually pretty cool.
And then on top of that, with the controller, they're adding for the triggers, they're going to be adaptive. So, for example, like instead of you just being able to click all the way in and out, there'll be different like pressure points depending on the game and like what the developer wants to do. So, so for example, if your gun is jammed, you won't be able to actually click all the way. It'll stop halfway.
What?
Yeah, there's another game that apparently people are saying that we'll do that. So when your gun jams, you'll physically won't be able to like click.
Wow.
So it's
maybe Cyberpunk will debut for that one.
But in all fairness, I do remember the Xbox One when it came out back in 2013. They were supposed to have something similar. And I don't know. Maybe it was just me. I don't remember a lot of games utilizing it. So I really hope with the DualSense one, developers use it.
Yeah. Well, that's pretty cool. That's sick, man. I actually am not that much of a gamer anymore. So I don't have any interest in buying the PS5. I remember my dad was saying, he's like, oh, we need a Blu-ray player. Yeah. And this is when Blu-ray was like a little bit more popular. Of course, now we're just streaming things and whatnot. But yeah, and then I remember I was like, oh yeah, the PS4 has a Blu-ray player. Well, PS3 did too. But like, I was like, oh, you can just use my PS4. So currently right now, if they were to ever use, they don't even have a DVD player. They just use my PS4 as a Blu-ray player. And then I just left it there. And I don't need it because I'm just like, I just don't play it that much. But I can appreciate like Sony this year just hashing out these products, like, and for Sony to have so many different departments, it's amazing that they can have one of the top products in every category. From TVs, like for TVs, there's arguably competition between right now. I think it's like Sony and LG. A lot of people are like fighting over these two companies of which one's good. And then you got cameras. We got the Sony A7S III, which is a huge one this year, and then you got the Canon R5 and the R6, which are competitors against each other. And then you got your arguably one of the best headphones that everyone's been raving about for just daily commuter headphones, which is the over-the-ear. I forgot the actual model name because it's numbers and digits.
I'd be guessing if I said something.
But I don't know if you've seen it, but it's the one that's over the ears, and it's considerably the best noise canceling headphones on the market for the price. Beats Bose or any other brand. And that just goes with like pricing, comfortability, and just everything that goes with it. And then you got the gaming consoles. You got Microsoft versus Sony. And obviously Sony has been living up to the hype and living up to his name. People are still loyal to Microsoft and Xbox, but ultimately I think people are always curious about what Sony brings out. And I think it's just the R&D team on the actual company for the research and development is, I think, like, I actually would legit want to go to Sony's headquarters and just see what they are doing on a day-to-day basis. That'd just be amazing to see. Like, different departments creating different things and testing different things, failing and, succeeding in some parts, and then finally coming out with the actual finished product. Yeah. It's amazing to see. How often do gaming consoles come out?
Well, the last one came out in 2013. So I can't do the math right now. What is that, 7 years?
Has it been that long?
It's every 6-7 years. It's a generation.
So it seems like cameras and gaming consoles have relatively similar type of long-term development timeline.
Yeah, sort of. Yeah.
Yeah, like they're not like every year type of deals.
No.
Yeah,
I think with these gaming consoles, they have to last.
yeah, and which is good because then I mean I just feel that for sometimes like smartphones, they come out like I don't know. It's just like these companies that are dealing with, especially Apple. It used to be like once a year release, and now it seems like they have twice a year release. You know. And not just phones, but they've released laptops and desktop computers twice a year. So to me, it's like, oh man, like every year you got to buy something, you know, because it's kind of like you don't have to, but it's kind of like for the people who want the brand new thing every year to just keep up with the times and to be. I don't know if you want to be popular in school or whatever, and you want to keep an image. Or you're just a person who likes getting the newest and greatest things. But I just feel like it's monopolized for those industries. But I like how, you know, Sony does, I think they have like the Xperia, right? The phone?
The Sony Xperia. I honestly, I haven't heard that in so long. I remember back then, they were everywhere. Like when it was flip phones, and they had the ones that would slide up, and there'd be like lights on the bottom. Like I always wanted one. I thought it was so cool, and it would have Sony Ericsson like label on it too for listening to the music and stuff.
Yeah, Sony like, yeah, I think they had their new phone. But not a lot of people bought it because they don't actually do too much advertising for their phones. If you noticed, there isn't a huge, there isn't any huge, like only because I'm in Japan right now, I go onto Twitter and most of the sponsored ads are like Sony because I follow their page and everything, and everything's just about Sony. But surprisingly, it has nothing to do with cameras. It has nothing to do with TVs. It has nothing to do with PS5 for that matter. It always has to do something with their Sony Walkmans. And kid you not, they still sell MP3 Walkmans here.
I still have one somewhere. I haven't used it in a long time. It was really nice.
Yeah.
Walkman X or Walkman Series X or something like that.
Yeah.
Way back in 2010, 2011. Oh, I loved it. It's so nice.
But I wouldn't be surprised if Sony actually discontinues or stops altogether mobile phones for any other market except for their own. The reason why I say that is because there's a lot of consumer market demand for Sony phones in Japan. Because it's just like, for example, like Toyota, the car, right? The car manufacturer. It's manufactured different cars in different countries, different models, and then, but it's not the most bought car in those countries. It can be American cars because they're cheaper and whatnot, right? But in Japan, it is the number one selling manufacturing company. So they make different types of cars here to fit the demand of different people. So that's pretty much, that's pretty much like how Sony would work. But yeah, I think if they got rid of mobile phones for Western markets, I think that would be ideal for them. Just because I don't know if there are people buying them. MKHB, I forgot how to say his name.
MK8. It's a tongue twister.
Yeah, he can say it really good.
I sure hope so.
Yeah, anyways, Marquez. Anyways, that's his name. And he did a recent like kind of review on the Sony Xperia with the new camera and everything.
Yeah.
And he was just saying this is the most underrated phone because it has the exact same features as an A6400. So the actual Sony same sensor, same menu. So if we are using our Sony cameras, we would be able to use that camera really easily. It's just native to us. But yet people aren't buying that phone just for the camera. People aren't buying that phone, period. What it seems like. So that's something of, you know, a disappointment. But yeah, if I was Sony, I would just stop making phones internationally. That's just me. I just wouldn't waste that money because they're not marketing anyways. So I just feel like they're not really trying to push it.
They must see some type of sales revenue to have them continue doing it though. Like people must be buying it. Although otherwise they would. I think they would have just stopped.
Yeah.
Or they're just phasing it out slowly.
I totally agree. All right, guys. So we're just going to go on to our last segment here, which is the game that we have introduced in the last podcast. So at least that hasn't changed.
It's party time.
So yeah, we'll basically play House Party again. Yeah, we'll get to the punishment later for Cosmo in the last game.
we're a little behind schedule here, but
anyways, yeah, no, it's all right. We'll do this game, and then if you lose this game again, oh man, I would feel so sorry for you.
That's all right. That's all. You know, it's all part of the game. Having fun, right?
Yeah. But did you want to make the punishment different on this one, or do you want to make it the same? Like, do you want to be like, okay, so people, if you lose this game, then you have to do something else. I don't know, like copy a TikTok dance, popular dance that's on the Explore page or something.
Oh man, now you're reaching here. Sure, whatever. It doesn't really matter. Yeah. We can
okay.
do that.
We'll see. We'll see after. We'll see after this.
Why don't we just pick a game, play a game? We're you know, the rules are simple. We're gonna choose one game. We've got one shot. Loser has to do whatever the other person has challenged them to do, and we'll figure that out.
Okay.
As it goes.
Sounds good. Sounds good. All right. We're just here to embarrass ourselves.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's go with our game. What are we playing?
Well, we played Uno last time. Oh, so I'm thinking, why don't we try a different game? Why don't we try playing either? I'm probably going to lose, but we can play either word races or where was that drawing? The quick draw game.
Quick draw. I could play word racers. Yeah, I could play word racers.
Let's do word racers, and everyone that's watching this, you're gonna be like, you're gonna be seeing words that I'm not gonna see. But all
right.
Okay, I'm just gonna bring this a little closer here. Okay. So
all right, whenever you're ready.
All right, I'm gonna hit let's play, and whew, I'm sweating. So the rules for this game is pretty much you just have to swipe the letters to make words. And the person that comes up with the most words wins. The longer combination of words, like if it's got more letters, it's got more points. So whoever has the most points is going to win. And oh shit, we've already started.
Oh shit.
All right. Let's see here.
Maybe remember the shuffle button on the very right bottom there.
Oh, I was trying to do net, but that's not a net. That's a P. It's a lot more stressful when you're filming.
I know. I'm under the pressure right now.
Me too. I feel like an idiot. There's a shuffle button here.
What's going on?
Nope, that's not a word. That's not a word. Yes, that's a word. Oh my god, this is so stressful. I didn't want to.
Oh my god, I don't even know what to do.
I've already lost one challenge.
What is it? I bet you people are seeing the words and they're like, do this, do
Dude,
this.
people are gonna think we're idiots. They're gonna be like,
Oh
dude,
my
did you go to
God.
high school?
What am I doing?
I don't
Yeah, I
know what
know.
I'm doing either.
No kidding.
I literally, my brain is like just shut down. Like I can't, I can't make words. Is that a word? Peck? No.
Oh
Ring.
my
I
God.
didn't see ring. Jeez. Okay. Okay, fine. Pig. Oh wow, that was so good.
Wait, there's next lap?
How does this work? Oh, I think it's like 2 or 3 rounds, and then whoever had the most wins.
Oh, okay.
Scoreboard. Let's take a look.
Oh, thank
Dude, we're
God.
tied.
Are you
Dude,
serious?
we're both at 55. Jesus, I'm really sweating.
Holy.
Oh my God, it started.
Yo, that's crazy.
How is high not a word?
Okay.
Oh, you need 3 letters. You need 3 letters. Okay. Oh, shit.
I don't know if these are words. I am just basically going blind right now.
What? Oh, I need another L. Shit. This is hard,
Oh,
man.
I think I just typed the exact same thing as you did just right there. Were you trying to spell hill?
No, it was not, but
Oh, okay.
close enough though. Dude, I'm trying. I'm literally just
Oh my
drawing
God.
randomly. It's stressing me out.
What? Oh,
Okay, well, that's obviously
Oh,
not a word. Just dragging everything.
God
Uh,
damn. This is stupid.
We're clearly not educated
It is-
enough.
Oh my God, time's running out.
Dude, I'm stressing out. Like I'm literally freezing over the button.
I'm holding down a button and I can't move.
Yeah, I can't.
Oh my God.
Heart.
Oh, you're
Hat,
leading.
rat. What am I at? Oh, thank God.
Oh my God. This is stressing me out.
Two more words. Jesus Christ. Woo.
Oh, trail. That's a good one. That's a good one. Alt. What the fuck? That was fucking bullshit.
Heart. What is heart? That's not a heart.
I don't
oh my
know.
God, it started.
It's like Kevin Hart's last name.
Oh man, I'm gonna lose it here. What? Oh, I already did that one.
Stressing out.
I'm not even making any real words. What am I supposed to do here? S. Dude, I'm. That's not a word either. Dude, none of these are words.
I'm like
I've
literally
got
so.
I think I've only got one word.
I'm concentrating so hard right now.
I have not come up with anything. And I'm just randomly just moving my finger over the thing. I can't. I feel like a quiz where you just like you can't figure it out and you're just randomly, frantically just writing anything.
Yeah.
Wow, I got one by I lost. Shut up. Dude, I only got 2 words. Oh my God.
Oh, yes.
You know, I had the lead there and my brain just shut down. I only got 2 words. What the hell did you write? Bulbs, blur, bulb, club. Oh my God. Sure, bub. I didn't get any of those.
I literally guessed Bub and Sure. I didn't even know what the hell Sure was.
Sure as in, yo, do you want to go to the club? Sure.
Okay, well that concludes the game.
Wait,
okay.
no, that's two. That's Sure, and then there's Sir with SUR. I don't know what Sir is with SUR.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought you were talking about SURE. You know what, man? This
No,
is not
no. All right. Well, I'm gonna exit out of the game here.
All right, well, let's stop that.
And we're back to reality. Perfect. I'll send it to you later. Well, that was hilarious. I thought you had me there.
I did have you there until the very end.
I literally thought that I was gonna lose and I was gonna have to do a challenge.
Well, looks like I'm doubling up. You know what they say, right? Go big or go home, right?
Oh man, this is gonna be hilarious. So yeah, I don't know what you can do.
So I've already got to do a lip singing one. So that's the first one I got to do.
Yeah, and I think I'm just gonna actually quickly open up my TikTok here. And you know what?
You know what that game pretty much made me realize?
Yeah, what?
If I ever had to do a skill testing question thing to like win a prize and it wasn't a math question, it was something like that, dude, I'd be so dead. Actually, I'd be dead too if it was a math question. What am I saying?
Okay, you can choose between two. I'll let you choose between two.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay, so one is going to be a TikTok video that kind of you you don't even know what it is yet.
I know, but you're just smiling as you're explaining it.
Okay, so one is a famous TikTok trick, okay, which is the okay, well, yeah, you could choose two of the TikTok ones. So one is quick change. So you only have to change, I would say once, right? And then you basically can do whatever you want. I don't care how you do the change, but basically you wear your clothes that you're wearing right now, and then you will change into another outfit. Okay. But you would have to make that cut happen. Okay. You would have to make that smooth transition. Okay. Don't know what you would do. It could be like you like going and flopping on the bed and then like, you know, whatever. Okay. Doesn't matter. Okay. So that's one. Okay. The other one I was thinking was, fuck. I had it in my head for a second. I forgot what it was now. So one was quick change, and then the other one is you can. I was gonna say you can dance, but I don't want to put you through that. That's a little bit too embarrassing. But I was thinking you can maybe do what's another famous like TikTok type of thing.
I haven't really been keeping up with TikTok.
Yeah. What? Oh, okay. Here's another one. Do you have a vanity mirror in your bathroom? Or do you have a mirror?
I got a mirror. Is the vanity the ones where it's like one mirror and then two that fold out? Is that a vanity?
Yeah, but it could be one solid mirror. It doesn't matter. Do you have a mirror in your bathroom? Yeah. Right in front of your sink?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So you can. This is another quick change. Okay, but so this actually gives you an idea, I guess. But okay, so like you can choose how you want to do a quick change. Let's just do this as a quick change, okay? A quick change. that the towel wipe quick change.
Okay.
So basically, you would take a towel and then you'll wipe like several times,
Mm-hmm.
and then there is a certain music to it. So I'm going to send you the music.
Okay.
And I'm actually going to send you someone else's clip for that.
Okay.
And then you wipe, and then as you pass through the wipe, you're going to change into a different outfit.
Oh, I see. So instead of like a cut,
Right.
it's a wipe.
Yeah, it's a wipe transition.
Okay.
Right. And then, but it is a hard cut. Like, I don't think no one actually properly masks out the actual wipe.
No.
So it's just a hard cut. And then you just wipe several times with the music, and then it changes.
I think
And then
I've
you
seen
kind
it.
of like
Yeah.
either look surprised or whatever, and then you wipe back and it changes back to what you are.
Okay.
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 So you can choose between the wipe transition, or you can choose any of your transitions that you want, but it's still related to quick change of clothing.
And do you want me to choose that right now on the spot, or do you want me to?
No. Like, just save it for the reels.
Okay.
You know, like, no one will know what you're going to do until you post it.
All right. Well, we're gonna have some fun then.
Yeah. So have fun filming the other one as well. Oh my God. I feel sorry for you. But-
So make sure you follow us on Instagram. Tune in and chill. You're gonna be seeing me post the challenge videos. Hopefully within the next week or so. Pretty soon.
Yeah, exactly. So that would be hopefully something good to look forward to. We'll basically end this season at that. And then next season, hopefully, we can get some volunteers to come on our show. But anyways, thank you for listening to us and for keeping up with season 1. I know it has been a little bit of, misdirection here and there. We don't know what the hell we're doing. But that's just kind of like, it's just two dudes just chilling out and talking about whatever at the, for season 1 at least. And then for season 2, hopefully we get more volunteers. If you're watching this and you want to join our podcast, please feel free to join us. Write down in the comments that you would do. And then again, thank you for listening to us, and smash a like button if you do like this and you want to see more like this as well, because we can include it in our season 2. And we do still want to do trends and maybe even some how-tos on some videos that we see, or some how-tos that we experience ourselves and we want to kind of let people know. And then also subscribe to us if you are new, because we are, again, heading into a new direction. So we want to kind of include everyone who is subscribed, or follow us on Instagram as well at Tune In and Chill. And yeah, that's pretty much it for me.
Oh, well, and if you're listening to us on our one of the podcast channels on Apple or Spotify or one of the other Apple podcasts, please rate the podcast. Please drop a comment down below. And hopefully you'll join us for our crazy adventure as, things, shift here, shift there. And we'll see you guys in season 2 where we switch things up. We'll see you on the next one. Bye now.
See you later, guys.